She's so pretty. Look at this pretty lady. Look at her. She's so pretty. You want some flowers?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Oh, hi, you two. Okay, so my dad was working in the office one day, and this old lady came in to talk to the receptionist.
Right.
And she had one of those gas station jugs. And all my dad heard was, my jugs are getting bigger and bigger every day.
And so we begin again. I know I had this weird promise where I was going to say that hold me to it every week. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to be dead set on it. And that didn't happen. And that's okay. Because honestly, the past 6 months have been some of the most turbulent times of my life. As you know, I left college, moved back to the States. I was a manager at a local thrift store for the Salvation Army. Dropped that like a bad habit. And now I'm a truck driver. Look at me, bad CSB. A truck driver. I know, it's pretty shameful, but so is the rest of my life, so I'm not concerned about it. Today, I just went to a silent auction. I just bought a new vehicle. I'll be showing that in a future video, so that should be pretty cool. But probably one of the most fascinating things that's happened, and probably one of the only good things that came out of going to Booth University College in Winnipeg, Manitoba, is meeting a pretty little lady who's taller than me and older than me and sitting next to me. So I'll show you the clip exactly where her and I started talking. So when I was filming this video, I had to run up and down seven flights? Yeah?
Yeah.
7 flights of stairs up and down. And to do the video, I put the camera at the bottom of the stairwell, ran up, and then I went all the way to the top of the stairwell, hanging the camera, my phone, off of the emergency escape hatch to try and get a video of me running down. And before I could do that, I hear this weird mumble in the distance. I don't know what it was, but I know now. Because within seconds of almost pressing record, this woman in Nazi boots kicked down the door and was like, "Hiya!" and then looked at me really weird because I was filming a video. Then I looked at her really weird because you know what? She was a gorgeous little woman wearing Nazi boots, screaming with her red hair flowing in the wind out of the 7th floor door. You know, she kicked down this door. She also kicked down the doors to my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, mostly ladies because my demographics say that is exactly who watch it in Canada. Ladies, how you doing? I'm not single anymore, so I'm sorry. Gosh. Without further ado, please meet my lovely girlfriend. This is my lovely girlfriend, Michelle.
Hey.
She's very nice and very pretty. Also makes a whole lot more money than me. Is much more successful and actually graduated from the college.
Woo! Booth.
Yeah, it does. Do you have anything else to say about them?
I hope you burn down.
Okay, so that's my side of the story. Is literally you kick down the doors, the emergency door into the stairwell, and your little boots. I always call Nazi boots. She's not a Nazi,
I'm not.
as far as I know. She Sparta kicked down this door and looked at me, and we just sat there in an eye staring contest. Do you want to tell your side of the story of how that happened?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So there is an emergency door on every floor in case there's a fire. And the only way that we can get off and open that door and get off their floor is if you kick it hard. So I wasn't just being weird. I was trying to save my life in case there was a fire. I was practicing. So, yes, I did Sparta kick the door. And yes, I happened upon a very handsome, rugged, sexy man. And after that, we talked and talked and talked. He found out how amazing I was and then wanted more.
I was just filming this video, and she thought that was really weird. Then we started talking about Assassin's Creed, because on Saturdays we would go on these trips to Walmart. Most of the people in school that lived in residence, and I tried to bring up Assassin's Creed because I knew she played that game and have a little conversation. She was not interested in having that conversation with me. She would rather talk to an RA than me.
Here's the thing. He really intimidated me because he was so handsome and talented and very smart, and I saw him and I was very hesitant to talk to him because he made me so nervous.
Head's getting bigger than it already is. Yeah, so that didn't work then. But then I tried to bring it up again, I think, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I like video games. You want to come in and play video game with me?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. I'll come and play some video games with you after I get this video done," which she rolled her eyes at. And then maybe I remembered that wrong, but I definitely felt your soul roll its eyes at me. You looked at me with a tone of voice that you didn't have to say anything, but I knew what you were saying.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you did videos. All I saw was you running up and down stairs, and then you said, "Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Hold on." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll find the game."
And she never did.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you did. Whatever. Anyways, what we did do was end up me just sitting down at her desk, and she was sitting on her bed. We just talked all night about things we hate about Booth, things about America, because she's an American that moved up there, and I'm an American as well. America! So we sat around just talking for a while. We watched some Game of Thrones. Yes, it was hours.
For hours. I even tried to go make some supper, and he wanted to follow me.
I asked if I could join you. I was having such a good conversation. You're like, "Oh, I guess."
That's false, ladies and gentlemen. If I did sound like that, it was because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have to still be on because he's coming with me."
Still be on. So you're saying I turned you on?
That is not what I said, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So we talked for a really long time outside of that. Long story short, we started talking at that point, but I was moving back to the States at that point. And here I'm going to explain to you why I'm dropping out of Booth University College. I had already uploaded my videos about why I'm leaving college and why I'm coming back to the States, and it was kind of an awkward time.
Yeah.
So I was up for 4 days straight, trying to get my room all packed and everything ready to come back to America, and she took me to a little McDonald's date at like 3 in the morning or something. We walked around downtown Winnipeg. My toes froze off because I had packed up all my heavy clothes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Okay. So he left me at Booth all alone to brave all the Canadians who hated me.
Yeah, Canadians are pretty racist in Manitoba, and that's the truth. That's how the cookie crumbles. But as you know, I was getting a business degree. What degree did you get?
General Studies.
So the stupid one.
The one that was only 3 years because that's all I could stand.
Hey. Anyway, so we did that. I flew back to the States, and we kept in contact through Facebook Messenger. I don't like Facebook, but I stayed on for her.
Let me just say, wait, this is for the record. It was not.
For the record.
It was not very healthy.
No, we didn't have a good conversation because we didn't start a relationship very healthy. Without giving too many details. It didn't go out so well in the beginning because we didn't just start out normally. We just kind of developed the relationship over that. And then we officially began dating sometime undisclosed time ago because none of your business. Context clues. You're just pretty.
Oh, you're handsome.
So while she was still at college finishing up her degree, what was going on was she was nominated or was being looked at as a prospect for a job for the Salvation Army in Canton, Illinois, which is only an hour and a half from where I'm at in Davenport, Iowa. She's making a lot of money now. She's living on her own. She's got her own vehicle that I sold her. There's no structure to our love either, baby.
Hey. Well, all I can say that through all the adventures that I have started to experience, such as moving, getting a new job, being on my own, I think that being with Caleb is the best adventure thus far.
She likes me. That's that, and you've officially met my lovely lady friend, Miss Shell.
Bye.
Bye.